tell you something. The production on this track is really fire. You really listen to that beat. There's a lot going on, and it's dialed in. It's dialed in. There's a lot going on with this beat. I need to let my phone charge for a minute. There's a lot going on with that track. The tambourine, the one shot tambourine shots. That shit sounds super crispy. I'm trying to tell you, production, real production. I'm about to shut this down too, though. Why you gotta be mad at me? Why you hating on me, Terrence? I ain't did nothing to you. don't know why you gotta hate. I don't use no Fruity Loops. I just use a drum machine. Because I'm part of the algorithm again. At least they're real weirdos. At least they're new weirdos. So I'll accept that. I'm starting to be a part of the show now. Shout out to you, Andre. No, for sure. I'm getting off of here though at midnight. It's way past my bedtime, but I'm being productive today, so I'm not tripping. But I gotta let my phone charge for a minute. I want to add a little bit more. Oh no, I'm not tripping. Oh, this track is fire. This is fire. I'm very content with it. I'm very content how it's coming out. No way. Only thing you gotta do is run the tape back. And watch it get put together. I love watching the playbacks. I've been watching my own playbacks lately. I've been like, no, this shit is actually dope. Cause you watching it in real time. That's the sick part. I like the playbacks. One take. I should have been keeping all the playbacks. No way. No, that's fire right there. That's fire. That's fire. That's going on the album too. You goddamn right. That's fire. Once I add this up in there, it's all net. Once I get this in there. You know what I'm saying? This is for the old heads and shit. This is for the old heads and shit. Man, that jazz vibe and shit. I got a lot. I did a lot of jazz loops on this project right here. Facts. And I ain't the jazz samples I use, they're not no jazz samples, you know, people that they go to the Miles Davis albums and all this other stuff. I dug heavy into the others. The others. I don't even know what album is that from. That's Bobby Humphries. That's a female. That's a woman. Where's the cover for that? I'll show y'all the cover. I sampled her shit. She's a jazz player, flute player. Bobby Humphries. Off the album Tailor Made. Snatched some shit off of that. Bought that out the dollar bin at the record show yesterday. Oh yeah, that go. That's all net right there. That's all net. And it banged. And I'm not saying I'm the only person sampling jazz. No, my approach to it is completely different from the other dudes when it comes to even with sampling. But my approach with these jazz albums is different. That's what I'm saying. It's complete, and it's always been different. But right now it's real different because I'm taking a lot of chances on some of this shit. I'm just hearing all types of crazy shit. I'm just trusting at this point of the game, I'm just trusting my ear. I'm just completely trusting my ear. I know my ear ain't gonna let me down. It just takes some time. And if you pay attention with my music, I be dialing everything in. I be wanting everything to be dialed in. So I will go through each little thing and keep doing it over and over and over until it's locked in. Until it's locked in. No man, lock that shit in. You want the music to be tight. Tight. And what I mean by tight, that the production, you want it to be on point. You don't want it to be all sloppy. The drums, the snares. You want everything to be popping. Popping. You want to be able to hear everything. The shakers, the cowbells, the wood blocks, the snares, all the you know what I mean? But to do that shit takes time. It takes a little time. You know, these days they don't think about fill-ins. You know, they just make the drum, a little patch, couple copy and paste, and keep it going. And I try not to disrespect the people that make beats with dials and shit and Fruity Loops and all that, because that's where they come from. I've seen people do some great things on computers. I'm not even gonna front. I just like it the old way. When you do it the old way, the the finished product you appreciate it more. That's facts. Hitting the pads. And think about that. I be streaming for like 2, 3 hours, fucking with the music for 2 hours straight. That's cause man, and when you doing this music shit, that time go by, you don't even be thinking about it. Like time freezes. That shit freezes when you putting it together, when it's starting to work. Oh, that bang, that go. That's hard. The more I play it, that's why I know when I go to sleep tonight and I play this shit tomorrow, when I play this shit tomorrow, it's gonna be fruitful. That shit's gonna be fruitful right there. That's gonna be something else. The best part about making the music is the 24-hour playback. When you make a track and then you sleep on it or whatever, and then you know you go to work or whatever, you think about it. Nah, man. That's how you know if it's good or not. That first playback. That's like hitting the blunt. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jab. What's going on, Mr. Hazard? That shit like hitting a blunt or something. The first playback, and that's gonna let you know if it's weak or not. That's a fact. Yeah, it's paying. Hey, I tell you this much. I can hear, and I keep saying it. I keep saying it, and I'm gonna say this shit again. I can hear the difference in the music from a year ago. It's especially on the creativity part of it. Like there's such a difference from now and just a year ago on the creative process. That's facts. Man, it's crazy. And every day when I turn this thing on, I just learn more and more about it. And I still don't know. I'm still not using it at the machine at its fullest capability. No way. I'm still not using it. Ugh. I'm not using none of the features. I might use the quantize, and I use some of the filters. That's about it. I'm not using none of that other shit. Ugh. It's a good time right now, though. You got a lot of people doing music right now. Yeah, you got a lot of people making beats and shit on those computers, and you got a lot of people fucking with the machines again. I'm a part of that wave right now. Like this, my timing was just on the money. It was just right on time. Though I can't, I respect it so much. I can't even diss other beat makers right now because everybody's doing their thing. Even if the music ain't that good, everybody's doing it. Tribe Called Quest. Oh, okay. This is like it's like a renaissance right now. Like all the old guys from the '90s and 2000s that fuck with fuck with this shit. They fucking with it right now. Some of the new AI tools. I don't fuck with AI though. I'm not even hating on it, but I'm not. We gonna keep it original around here. I'm. I see my style of stream. I'm not even saying fuck AI. I'm not even dissing it. I'm like we just I respect it. I see all the bells and whistles it can do. I just like it the old way. I just like it the old way. I want to be the best. I'm not just doing it. I've been there and done that. I'm not trying to be the best. I just know what I could do. When you hear the album, you can let me know what it is. That's what you can do, Bruce. You can support and buy the album, buy the double album when it drop. You're gonna want to buy one. It's gonna be a classic. You support and buy the album this May or June, the double album. Yeah, you gotta fuck with it. I've been working on this whole project for a whole year. A whole year. Over a year now. Over a year. It's February right now. This is about almost a year and a half of fucking with this shit. I'm just running the clock. I told myself I'm gonna stop making music when I become monetized again. When I get my watch hours up. I'm almost there. It should be any second. Just waiting for that shit to clear. No way. Ain't there no Spotify. Ain't no DSPs. You're gonna have to buy it direct, CD, cassette, or vinyl. I'm only gonna press up like 2,000 copies. No way. 2,000 copies is it's a small run for the game. Double album. You know what I mean? No streaming platforms. It's the soundtrack to my book. Far Away from 33rd Way. It's the name of the album. That's the name of the book. Double album of instrumentals. That's why I'm trying to hurry up and finish the project so I can get back to, I keep saying, to my Steven Spielberg mode, to get into my Steven Spielberg shit, get into my Melvin Van Peebles shit. You know what I'm saying? Just get my right on real quick. Knock this out. Knock it out. I like both projects to drop at the same time. That's the goal. I would like to drop the album and the book at the same time. Hell no, I'm not clearing those samples. That's why I'm dropping this shit on Spotify and all that shit. I mean, not Spotify. That's why I'm just pressing the vinyls. I can't get none of this shit cleared. That's why the album is gonna be rare. The shit gonna be album high fidelity, a legit mixed down album, legit. I'm just doing it the old way. I ain't clearing shit. I ain't clearing shit. I ain't clearing a motherfucking thing. I'm doing it the old way, just dropping the shit. What the fuck they gonna do? Run the cease and desist? I'm not trying to get a motherfucking Grammy. You heard me? I'm not trying to get a no. You know what I mean? I would like to get a little recognition. I'd rather my album be rare than the fuck a Grammy. I want my album to be rare. I want my shit 20 years from now to be my album to be sitting in the high price rack. I want my shit to be sitting in the high price rack going for 250, 300. Rare copy. Up in the rare section. That's what I'm on. That's why I said I'm only going to make like 2,000 copies. 2,000 copies for the world? Man. I didn't do anything with that Encore sample. I didn't do nothing with it. I haven't even decided the price of the album yet. I've been doing research on what's a decent price, but I already know it's such a rarity. I mean, the least I'm gonna go on it is probably like 60 for this album. So out the gate, it already has a mark on it. So anytime, let's say, so if someone wanted to sell the motherfucker on eBay, they not gonna sell that shit for no $30. They gonna sell that shit for at least 80, at least 80 to 100 at that point, and that's how the value builds. Yeah, I'll ship it. Yeah, I'm shipping vinyl and all that worldwide. This is different. This is different from the skateboards. The skateboards cost too much to ship overseas. Yeah, I couldn't get it. I didn't like it. I didn't like where I was going with it, so I just stopped fucking with that song. Yeah, small batch vibe. Just little 2000. Keep it pushing. Colored vinyl. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have the colored vinyl, liner notes. You'll be able to, man, open a folder up and see it all in the middle and shit. The whole works. Gonna be a whole little section to tell you what samples I use on what tracks. That's the best part. Reading the album, the back of the album cover, where it tells you what's contains what samples and all that shit. I'm doing it for me. You know what I mean? I just want to have a record. I ain't never heard my shit on no CD. I mean, I heard it on a CD and cassette and all that. I ain't never heard my shit on no vinyl before. I just want to have that on my alkali. I just want to have that on my jacket. Be like, yep, oh, that's a fact. 30 years from now, I want to be able to look at that shit. I want to be able to look at that shit and be like, yep. I want to be able to play that shit 30 years from now. That's facts. I'm going to keep a box of records for me. Probably keep like 40 records for me for the collection. And I'm going to get rid of the rest. Out that little 2,000, I'll keep like 40 of them. And I might number them off. I might actually number them off to really make it like a collector's item. See, that's how you put the value on it right there. You sold like 30 copies. Yeah. I think I'm going to number them off. Yeah, I think that'll be dope. They could stamp the number on the album cover. I've seen that done before. I just got to request it during pressing for them to number each album. Yup, I'm going to number them also. I pressed 1,000. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do 2,000. I was only gonna do like 500 copies. I'm gonna do like 2,000, because I think this project is actually gonna do pretty good. It's gonna do way better than what I thought. Cause I really wasn't trying to do nothing, but I know it's gonna do something. And what I mean by do something, I know I'm about to deliver some good music. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get on. I'm not trying to. No way. Them days are over with. I just want to do some good music. That's a fact. No way. Just bring some meat to the barbecue. Just a couple slabs of some ribs, a couple sides. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to bring a couple sides and some ribs to the barbecue, to the cookout. It died for a minute, but it's back right now. The music was fucked up for a second. But believe it or not, YouTube is a player right now for the producers and all the old heads. This is a major player right now for producers. Absolutely. That's facts. This is a major player. This is way more powerful than a rapper. The beats and shit in the studios, the people having their little setups at their house or whatever. There's way more value with this shit. People watch this shit. They watch the beats. People making music and shit. Or talking about the music and shit. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers ain't gonna sit in a room while someone rapping. You'll watch it for a minute, but that shit, rap is so tainted right now. Nobody really wants to hear that shit. That's facts. A lot of people never seen a motherfucker make a beat before. Not in real time. And I'm gonna be honest, like nobody, a lot of people don't see that shit. The process. Yeah. But you know what? Everybody's doing it these days. But I see people doing it more for content than like actually putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Like when I turn this shit on, my goal is to make something hot. Versus you got a lot of guys, they when they turn this shit on, the camera on, they're just making music. They're just for like content. When I turn this shit on, I'm trying to make the best shit that I motherfucking could think of at this moment, at that moment. And people and I just noticed like I really chop up beats. I really chop them, you know. And you got a lot of people that are just looping. They're looping, you know. It's only a handful of us that take an arrangement, chop it, and make it your own. Like Ninth Wonder, he's good at it. Kanye's good at looping. He's good at looping. Chopping up samples and rearranging. He's that's like one of his weak points. But he knows how to loop a certain part and make it sound like a chop. No ID. Zaytoven. He know how to chop real good. Madlib. Dilla. I studied Dilla. I like Madlib a whole lot. I respect those dudes. I mean, like personally, I want my shit to be right next to those dudes' albums in the record store. I feel like people should be able to play a Madlib album, or they could play that Donuts album, and they could take that shit off, and they could pop this Antidote shit in. They could pop that Antidote on, and that shit gonna fall right in sync. Like it's not gonna fall out of pocket. Like those dudes are really, really, you know, that's what I'm on. Like I understand their their language, especially Madlib. I understand them. Yeah, when they that's the thing about it. You ain't supposed to make it sound like a chop. You got to make it your own. See, and when I do this shit, like that's like one of the secret sauces with me. Like you can't tell where the chop is at. You can't tell where the chop is at unless I want you to know where it's at. Like I might take the drums out so I do that on purpose sometimes. I'll take the drums and the highs out so you could just hear the loop running or the chop running. You know what I mean? And I love doing it. Sampling is easy and arranging is a whole nother game. Anybody could sample, anybody could loop, but can you arrange? That's what I'm talking about. I don't do no motherfucking loops up in here. And the Fairlight days, yeah, that's old school. Yeah, that's old right there. That's easy. That's when it was just going one. You know what I mean? You gotta have taste. You gotta know the music. You gotta know the music. That's another key factor. You become very deadly on with your chop game if you know the music. Yeah, I don't use the stems. I will eventually. I will eventually use the stems, but right now I'm just doing it the old way. And that's probably one of the advantages I got with sampling. Like I really know the music, so I have a huge advantage over other guys because like they're a lot of these dudes, they're not fans of the music. Like I know the music. I know what I'm sampling. You know what I mean? I know every absolutely. I know the artist. I play the music. I mean, I got a few thousand albums right here to the right side of me. Right here, my yeah. I got a whole rack of lamb right here. Plenty of material. Plenty of material to chop up. So that's the concept of the project. No computers. None of that shit. Yeah, I don't use stems. Fuck that. And I think it's dope. Don't get me wrong, it's dope. It's dope. But it's not time for me. It's not time for me to be fucking with it. It's not time. I like the fact you could take the drums out and you could do all that and you could just use the bass line if you want to. No, that's all that's the stuff we dream about. I mean, this is my first MPC I ever had that I'm using. I had the XL many years ago and I sold it because I didn't because it was too hard for me to use. I didn't understand the language. Been using the Yamaha RS 7000 all these years. Nah, it's not. Nah, it's not. I know it has a computer in it or whatever, but it's not. This shit ain't no click and paste and all that. Way different. Way different. Way different. Way different. No computers. And I'm looking for older drum machines too right now. Nah, that shit takes all the fun away. Looking at the screen. That takes all the fun away. That takes all the fun away. I like to go. I like to rely on my ear. I don't like to look at the screen. Even if you can do it, I don't like that shit where you can look at the screen. That's cheating to me. And I know you can do it on the MPC. You can touch screen and all that other shit. You could do you could do step record and all that. Yeah, I know. Uh, what you talking about the new MPC that's out? Is that what you talking about? Let me. I can't afford it. I can't afford that shit. I'm not even gonna say anything about it really because I can't afford it. That shit costs almost $3,000. I need to pay some bills, man. I don't got time for that shit right now. I don't feel like I'm not missing nothing. This this MPC is that live 2 ain't no joke. The shit I'm using right here. This this is a good setup right here. You know, my little MPK keyboard with the MPC. No, this is a legit setup. Yeah. 3K is crazy work. They need, I'm gonna wait till the price drop. But what they did, this is where I'm about to do though. This is what I'm gonna get off in a minute, but this is what I'm about to do. Okay, you got the new NPC going for 3,000, so you got a bunch of people. They selling the old flagship NPC, the old X. That they selling the big black X right now is going for like 850. So I'm about to cop me one of those. That's just as good. That's just as good. If you could get, man, X is just as good. Way cheaper. And they got the and they got the live three, but that live three, it's no different from the two. It's no different from the two. It just got to cut the buttons. That's it. The sensitive button, those little rectangle things on the squares, the pulse buttons. That's what they're called. The pulse buttons, I believe. I mean, that part is cool. But if I'm gonna pay for the MPC 3, that's that's what I was saying. If I'm gonna get the MPC 3, I could go cop the X for way cheaper. I'd rather have the X for 850, 900, and still be winning. Still be winning. That's what I'm really on right now because if motherfuckers is selling their X right now so they can have enough money to get the new NPC. Yeah, this is all I need, DD, for sure. I just like the knobs. That's why I want the X because it has knobs on it. I like to turn knobs. That's the only downfall about about the two. You know, the limited. I just like the knobs. I like to turn the knobs and shit on the MPC. It's a mind thing. That shit is just a mind thing. Do people still use the Reason program? Does that shit still exist? Reason? Just thinking about that. Propeller head too. That's what it was called. Reason propeller head. Faders and Cubase, millions of plugins. I use Reason too. See? Don't get me wrong. They got so much cool technology out right now. They got so much cool stuff. I love watching all the tutorials for all the new shit. I just like making my music the old way. Like the studios, the stuff that be laid out in these studios now are like amazing. Said, this is my game. I just started doing music again. Maybe 3 years ago, I just got into it again. This little setup right here, I put this together this year though. I didn't have none of this shit. I just had a little beat machine and headphones. But once I was kind of taking it serious again, just started piecing this shit up. I bought everything off of Facebook Market except the beat machine and the mixer. That's facts. I got the table, the monitors, all that shit. I found that shit on Facebook Market. Well, shit, y'all. I appreciate the combo and everything. You guys have been 100. I gotta get out of here and get some rest. I'm a little tired. I'll be on tomorrow, Dee and everybody. Hopefully I'll see you guys again. All you good folks. We chop it up about some music again. Make another beat. Appreciate you, Bumble. Yep, I'm done. Hit the like button and subscribe, everybody. For sure. Thanks for hanging out, D. I'll see you on the next one, man. I'll be on tomorrow. Appreciate you, Bumble. Y'all have a good night. Wherever you guys at. Be safe out there in this crazy world. Be easy, one take. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate everybody. Good night.